Welcome back to today's episode of Back to the Heart. I'm your host, Amanda, and today I wanted to talk about triggers. So last week I did a big thing and it triggered someone. And I posted this video of me dancing. I've been part of this tap and twerk challenge with Kelly Pender, and I had no idea how much energy had been pent up inside my body. And I've been doing a lot of work over the last several years and a lot in the last year in the story work and managing your breath and releasing these trapped emotions within our body. But it's still a lot in our mind of the stories that we tell ourselves, right? That causes that tension in their body and releasing of that story. And there's even more opportunities for us to be able to combine this body work. So with this challenge with Kelly Pender, it's all about showing up and being that badass version of yourself and just not caring what others think, just knowing and trusting in yourself and in that vision that's been divinely given to you, that this is your purpose. This is why you're here. And through this challenge, she is posting different daily prompts for us to create content that really just rips off that fear of being seen. And I have not followed all the prompts to exact yet because so many things have been unraveling, which has been so beautiful over these last couple of weeks. And I did post this video last week. It was the first one and it was a really big deal. And it was a video of just me dancing and having fun. And I had made this video a couple weeks ago. I had done some connection with the divine plants given to me. And with my heart and opening up and just feeling that into my body and doing some stretches, doing some exercise, doing some weights just outside in the grass. And there's this window on the side of our garage and it gives a reflection so I could see myself. And I just felt so happy and free doing that dance. So I made that video and I thought, well, I'm going to do something with this and post it later. Or maybe not, felt cute, might delete, whatever. And a week goes by and then I'm in this challenge and I'm like, oh my God, this is the place for me to show up and to really post this. Am I really going to post this video? So I was a week into the challenge and I posted my first one and it felt so terrifying, so exciting at the same time, and so incredibly liberating for me to post something like that, of me feeling into that moment and the confidence that was within me and being able to look at that video and saying, fuck it, I'm all in on me and I'm proud of me for all that I've done. And the text that was on the video itself was so powerful. It's the point of view of a woman who feels sexy and she knows it. It was to the song, I'm sexy and I know it. And really, to me, I realized that feeling sexy, saying those words is one thing. What do you feel in your body whenever you say, I'm sexy and I know it? Like, oh, we think, oh, he's like all cocky or confident or whatever. But really, feeling sexy in your body isn't about a specific image. It isn't about, certain rules or patterns or what society has said about us. It's how we feel in our bodies. That's what sexy is. Sexy is a feeling inside of your body. And I realized how far away from that I had been and how disconnected in myself I've been. And I've done so many things in the last several years to enhance my body in a way, meaning that enhance it as meaning to optimize it, not as Botox or implantations, but enhancing it as letting go of the pieces that are no longer me, in releasing those parts that are no longer aligned, in investing and devoting myself to me in regular rest and meditation and eating healthy, making healthy eating choices and eating healthy eating habits and movement habits and behaviors. So all of those pieces have gone into me loving my body and myself, and me stepping into a space where I feel confident and comfortable and sexy in my own skin to post something like that. It was a really big deal for me, and I had no idea how big of a deal it was going to be until it was. I'm so proud of myself and the inspiration behind the other women that are part of this challenge and the women that are part of this Elevate group that I'm in as well, which is amazing. Hannah McElrose, is that right? No, not McElrose. Hannah Elrose. Anyway, I just love first names, so it's Hannah. Hannah leads this beautiful community called Elevate, and within this community she has a monthly breathwork body embodiment experience. It's an experience. It's not, I wouldn't even describe it as breathwork. It includes the breath, but this is an embodiment experience. This helps us connect our minds and our bodies and our hearts all back into one. And she does such a beautiful job in connecting all of that space, in utilizing her voice and utilizing her guidance with breath, her freedom and space that she's providing in this container to be witnessed by others, and the connection with the music and the flow and the body and everything has just been such a powerful release for me over this last couple of weeks. And so many pieces have evolved. I might break this into shorter episodes, but there's just been so much release. Okay, so also in these last couple of weeks, I've also incorporated additional items. And one is having a daily, Monday through Friday, and maybe skipping one day, but a daily fascia exercise, fascia release session. I don't even know what you would call it, but it is so incredibly powerful. My new collaboration and connection, love the Purple Fascia Fairy. My friend Tammy, she is hosting these things Monday through Friday. She does one in the morning at 7 and another one at 10:15. And we are stretching and releasing this tension that's in our body. We're doing all these things, certain movements and twisting. I'll post some videos of this, but it is so powerful. It's like it is moving things and releasing things in our body. Fascia is everywhere. Fascia is everything. Fascia is like the easiest way for me to describe it from what I understand. It's like the connective tissues that are all throughout our body. And as we are sitting in these desks, sitting at the computer, I'm looking at my phone, we're in these specific positions so much and so frequently now, and emotions and all the pieces that we have got to move these things through our body. So I'm doing that with Elevate with Hannah and this amazing experience that she's doing, like I said, and hosting with the Intentional Cannabis Connection. But you don't even have to do that. It's such a powerful experience with or without the medicine. It's beautiful. And we're moving our bodies and we're getting back into our hearts and just really connecting this masculine side of ourselves that we've been working on for so long in our minds, and bringing that feminine being in, from the doing to the being, and just meshing it together. And the body has got to move and flow for us to get back into that synchronization of the masculine and the feminine. The body is so important. So then I'm doing this fascia with Tammy, and she is hosting this every day. She's doing it in the morning, a couple different times. It's 30 minutes. You can do it from anywhere. There's a woman in the class. She does it from her office. Like, take your 30-minute break if you're at the office, if you're working from home, whatever it is, you can get 30 minutes and invest this into yourself. She is doing a free reset at the end of the week. If you feel like it's a value for you, you give her a donation. She is incredible. This is a great opportunity for you to tap into this goodness of what is available and what's out there with Tammy. And also, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, Sebastian and I, my husband Sebastian, we have been utilizing a vibration shake plate. And another beautiful sister in my community, Brooke, told me about the shake plate. And I had known about these and seen it, and then she mentioned it again recently, and I thought, I'm going to do that because Sebastian's been working on moving this lymph in his body, and we're all moving and releasing all this with the fascia. So I was like, let's do this. So we got that. We're on that thing for 10 minutes a day and working my way up to a different levels. It makes your whole body and your legs like itch and tickle. It's so fun and funny and simple, right? And it makes your voice make a funny sound. So I'm like, it's kind of like that, whatever you're on it. It's so fun. I should bring it over and put that on the video. That would be hilarious. I'll make a video. I'm going to make a video do that. I'm going to make a reel with that. And with that, I've been practicing opening up, using my voice more. And on this release, this vibration shake plate is helping move that lymph and move and shake that fascia, shake it all out. So I've been doing that, and that has been absolutely incredible. What else? Oh, Sebastian and I started going to gyrotonics. Never even heard of it or seen it, but it's like this pulley system. It combines like everything. It's really hard for me to put into words, and I'm a word person. So it's using different straps and tension, weight, and resistance, and like different motions, and including the breath. And it's so powerful. And there's a place in our neighborhood. It's called Core Ormwood. And they do Pilates, and they also have gyrotonics. And I've taken a few of these gyrotonic classes, and it's been incredible. I took Sebastian on a couple of them, and it was great as well. I have not tried the Pilates yet, but it definitely looks like a whole fun experience. And I hear people talking about Pilates all the time, and this is like the ones with the machines. And then also within Elevate, there's another talking about Pilates. My friend Nicole that I recently connected with, she has done some of the virtual connection with the Pilates for us. She teaches live courses where she lives, but since we're not in the same city, she's done some virtual hosting of her Pilates. And we did that in the Elevated State in the community with Hannah, and that was so much fun to be able to go through that and put in tune inside of our bodies that love, energy, and release, and sweating. That's one thing that's come to me recently too, is anytime you hear of somebody talk about something that's this big thing, that's happened with this transformation, and they say, oh, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into that. Yeah. I just started thinking about that and how interesting that is, of the blood, sweat, and tears, and why we say that. I haven't even looked it up to see why we say it, but I thought about why it makes sense for me is during these big projects, big transformation, which is where I am now, and where maybe many of you are listening to this is I'm in this transformation. You think about a butterfly and that type of transformation, and a snake shedding its skin, and all of the shedding and the release and the transformation. It is a physical, in the body piece that is creating this new version, right? So just making a mental transformation isn't enough. Your body has to get comfortable in this new mental space that you've created for yourself. So in doing that, you have to release. And the way our body releases is through blood, sweat, and tears. And I don't know about you guys, but how much are you bleeding every day? How much are you sweating? And how much are you crying? Maybe we could add some laughter in there. But for the point of this story of the blood, sweat, and tears, I do believe laughter is a very good way to release as well. But laughter could lead to sweating. Maybe tears. That's the laughter leads to the tears. Laughter, tear laughter. See, that's the thing. Is you think blood, sweat, and tears, you think it's got to be terrible. No. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears come from some beautiful transformations and beautiful moments of joy as well as release. So it's all part of that. We are filling it up and we are releasing using that blood, sweat, and tears. And I mean, like, you think about women and our cycle every single month for all these years. I have always been one that has bled a lot. And I'm realizing now that that's part of this process. I am releasing a lot because as an empathetic person and as the connector and as this light that I've always felt in my heart, I have been absorbing a lot from so many people around me, as well as my own shit, right? Over all of these years, and not knowing how to release that out of my body. It makes sense now that I had all of these issues with endometriosis and all the toxins that were in my life, energy space, chemical product space. My body has been trying to release. And that's what was happening with the endometriosis. That's what happens so many times when people have autoimmune diseases. And how many women out there have autoimmune diseases now? What the fuck is up with that, right? It's all of the chemicals and toxins that are in our environment. It's all the hormone disrupting things that are in our environment. It's the food. It's all of the things. And it's the energy and this masculine we've been put in and we've been focused in, and the toxicity and the not connecting with other women, and us not living from our hearts, not speaking our truth, not stepping into that feminine part of ourselves, forgetting how to trust their intuition, forgetting how to trust what is within us, forgetting that we already have all the answers within us, forgetting that we have the power inside of us, the power of our feminine essence. That is our true identity. So if you're going through a transformation out there, you have got to create space for blood, sweat, and tears. And for me, I'm not a super sweaty person. It takes a lot for me to be sweaty, but I'm releasing on the bleeding side. Plenty. And I have just told Sebastian this morning that I want us to look at getting a sauna because I really believe that I need more sweating in my life. I've done plenty of the crying and the sad moments and the challenging moments and the angry moments and the funny moments and then the joyful moments. So blood, sweat, and tears, folks. Okay, so back to the body and this challenge with Kelly Pender last week. And the video, and I had sat on this video for a week and didn't do anything, and then I did it. And I had no idea what a big deal it was going to be for me. And it felt so incredibly like liberating and scary and exciting and all the things all at once. But it was amazing. And then the whole day goes by, and the whole day is just this energy and excitement. And then the next morning I wake up to a message from my mom. And I had triggered her in this posting. From her perspective, it was disrespectful to me, to her, to my dad, to my grandparents, and all of this. Because this trigger for her is her fear of being seen, her fear of, I don't know, something, right? It's not for me to define her trigger, but it triggered her. And her response while I'm sitting over in my moments of excitement and liberation and freedom, I don't want my mother to be upset either. So that triggered me. And in that response, and in that moment of receiving that message from her, that triggering back to me, I had some different options of how to respond in that moment. I could have just deleted the message, pretended I never saw it. I could have responded very defensively. I could have responded and deleted the message. I could have responded and so many different things. And I wasn't sure what to do. But what I did do is I waited. And I did not respond immediately. I allowed myself time to receive the message, to realize that this was a trigger for my mother, and this was my opportunity to respond instead of react. And my beautiful husband, Sebastian, made a beautiful suggestion to me. He said, just respond with, I love you. Yeah. And I did. That's what I responded with. And just let it be. And then a little later, I got a response from her. And she said, I love you bunches. And I continued breathing. The sky didn't fall. No one arrested me. I wasn't banned from the interwebs. My husband didn't leave me. I didn't lose my job. I didn't get canceled. Whatever her fear and protection of a mother would have had for me, and maybe that I would have had, or any of you would have in doing something like that. But what I realized is what it did do is it inspired a lot of people. A lot of people. And I got a lot of incredible support and love and accolades for doing that, and for doing that for myself. And that has felt so amazing. And most of all, I felt so inspired by it. I don't know how many times I've watched the video myself. It's like I watch it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me. Look at me. There I am. I'm doing this. It's not a big fucking deal. It's me dancing on the internet. I mean, I'm covered more than a swimsuit. So, come on. It's okay to see a little booty jiggle and to see your belly button. So, that's what I've been moving through this week, is releasing that it's okay to show a little booty jiggle and a little belly button. And then I had a good conversation with her today, and nothing was discussed about the video. She did ask me to take it down in that initial message, and I am not taking it down. I am choosing to love and respect myself and loving my body, and I'm keeping it. And I feel so good about it. And I feel like that piece has been such an additional piece of release and connection, is how I responded in that situation, in that triggering moment, to her and back to myself, and having that loving support of my husband to give me such beautiful guidance. And I'm so glad that I did. And now I am going to write a story about it, because this is part of what I'm coaching people and helping people through, is whenever you go through these big moments and you have these transformational experiences, we don't give ourselves enough time to receive what is happening in that moment. Things start moving faster and they start moving faster. And then when a problem comes up, you've forgotten all of that amazing transformation and progress that you've already made. So when you're like, well, I feel bad if I haven't done anything today. Well, it's not about doing something today. It's about being today. And all of this continued progress is getting us through that process. So now I am going to write out the story. I'm sharing this story here. So the first tip I would suggest to you guys is to write it out. It's so fun to see your own handwriting. Write out. If you've got a journal, you can type it on your phone if you don't want to, but it's really powerful for you to see it on a piece of paper and in your own writing. So write out the story, give it a title, and then write the story in full sentences. Okay? So you're going to write out the story of something that's happened, the experience, the transformation, whatever it is. Write it out in full sentences and then read it aloud. And then the next step, read it aloud, but at 70% speed. There's something so powerful about seeing the words on the paper, speaking them into the vibration, into the ether, and then slowing them down to really feel what the words are speaking, to feel the vibration, the momentum, feeling it into the body, feeling it in our nervous system of what those words are meaning. And then the last step is reading it again, read the full story at 70% speed and add a slow breath in between each sentence. I'm going to record some other episodes of us going through the story process to show you how powerful it is if you haven't been through one of my story sessions yet, because it is so powerful to bring these next levels into ourselves, to fully embody the work that we're doing. If you're out there and you're doing the work, but you're not becoming it yet, these practices of pulling this into your body is where it's at. It's with the story work, with embodying, bringing it into the body, which I can help you with. Tammy with the fascia of the release. Kelly and what she's stepping up and giving us this new vibration of being confident in your body and being yourself. Hannah with Elevate, with this full body experience of mind, body, just cohesion, amazingness. The vibration shake plate, like blood, sweat, and tears, folks. Blood, sweat, and tears. I've talked about so many different pieces today, and I am practicing getting more comfortable and just posting these episodes more raw. Stop editing, over editing, and overthinking, and just let these videos go out, because I have a lot to say, and me holding myself back from saying it because of the editing and because of what it looks like or sounds like, or I had a moment where I needed to regain my thought train or whatever. We all do that. That's perfectly okay. When that happens, that's just our mind and body saying, slow down, take a breath, reconnect, and it's okay. So I'm going to practice with less edits on these episodes now. I know I covered a lot of stuff with being triggered and how you respond, and responding with love. Like, just, that's so much. The blood, sweat, and tears, and then all of the release that I've been doing in these last few weeks, and this transformation that you can tell is already happening within me as I'm recording and saying all of these things aloud, that this stuff is working. And if any of this resonated today and you are ready to step into this world with me, please join my community. I am ready to show you all of these pieces of what's working, and let's do it together. You're not alone. We have this love and support and this sisterhood. Let's do it together.